Hello, this channel is dedicated to introduce you to the Sengoku period in Japan. The Sengoku period was an important period in Japanese history, characterized by armed power struggles and political upheaval, and lasted from 1467 to 1615, when the whole country was divided and ruled by a number of warring feudal lords. In this issue, we present an overview of the Warring States period, its classes, and major feudal lords. Overview of the Warring States period. The beginning of the Warring States period began with the decline of the Muromachi shogunate. As the authority of the Ashikaga shoguns declined, local feudal lords expanded their power in an attempt to gain supremacy. Warring feudal lords such as Nobunaga Oda, Ieyasu Tokugawa, and Hideyoshi Toyotomi rose to power, and a fierce struggle for power ensued. This period was characterized by the decline of central state power, the establishment of regional powers by rival warring factions, the constant overthrow of superior powers by subordinates, and the subversion of medieval society, which was characterized by the growth of popular power through revolts and other forms of uprising. Warring States class. The classes of this period are very complex and can vary from region to region. But here are some basic classes and their roles. Daimyo, Japanese feudal lord. They were lords who ruled over territories in various regions, controlling vast tracts of land and maintaining their position through military might. Famous feudal lords included Nobunaga Oda, Ieyasu Tokugawa, Shingen Takeda, and many other attractive feudal lords. Vassal samurai. They were warriors who were available to the feudal lords. For their loyalty, they were given lands and stipends by the lords, and played a military role in times of war. Monk. They engaged in priestly activities as religious leaders, running temples and proselytizing. The Warring States period was also a time of upheaval, and monks sometimes served as mediators in disputes. It also supported and protected culture and the arts, contributing to the development of Japanese culture. Merchant. Merchants and artisans lived and engaged in economic activities, mainly in urban areas. Great skills were being developed that have been handed down to the present day, such as woodworking, blacksmithing, and pottery craftsmanship. Farmers. The majority of them, the lowest social class at that time, were engaged in agricultural labor under harsh living conditions and restrictions. They were subordinate to the landowners and lords, and were obligated to pay taxes in the form of land and harvests. Despite being born to such peasants, some of them served Oda Nobunaga and eventually unified the country. His name is Fujikichiro Kinoshita, later, Hideyoshi Toyotomi. The Warring States period also saw social change and cultural development. The status of samurai and peasants became more mobile. Castle towns were formed, and cultures such as the tea ceremony and no drama flourished. This period also marked the beginning of international exchange, with the introduction of Christianity from Europe, and the introduction of guns. Thus, the Sengoku period was a very unstable but important period, in which each feudal lord ruled a region and engaged in battles, leading from the stage of Japanese unification and international exchange. Major feudal lords of the Warring States period. The Warring States period saw the rise of many powerful military commanders, and had a great impact on the history of Japan. Here is a brief description of some representative generals, and their lives and aliases. Nobunaga Oda. Nobunaga Oda is one of the most famous military commanders of the Warring States period. Nobunaga was born in the country of Awari and succeeded his father, Nobuhide Oda, as governor. Nobunaga expanded his power with his unique strategies and political skills, conquered Kyoto, and destroyed the Muromachi shogunate. Nobunaga went on to win numerous battles and unified Japan, but was tragically assassinated at Honnoji by his vassal, Akechi Mitsuhide. Nobunaga was known as a big hussy because of his disheveled appearance, his hanging out with his friends, and the fact that he threw incense on his father's headstone at the funeral. Hideyoshi Toyotomi. Next, Hideyoshi Toyotomi was a military commander who succeeded Nobunaga and unified Japan. Hideyoshi was of low birth, but his talent and courage enabled him to serve Nobunaga and rise to power after Nobunaga's death. Hideyoshi unified Japan through numerous battles and diplomatic maneuvers, but Hideyoshi also died suddenly and was succeeded by Ieyasu Tokugawa, also known as a monkey and bald rat. Ieyasu Tokugawa. Finally, Ieyasu was a military commander who rose to prominence at the end of the Warring States period, opened the Edo shogunate, and established the Edo period. Ieyasu, influenced by Nobunaga and Hideyoshi but with his own political skills, defeated the Western forces at the Battle of Sekigahara, and stabilized the country. Ieyasu then established the shogunate in Edo, now Tokyo, and became shogun, ruling Japan for a long period of time. His nickname was Father Raccoon. Each of the generals of the Warring States period had their own unique lives and strategies, and left a significant mark on Japanese history. Research on their achievements and life and death is an essential part of understanding the Warring States period. Their activities deeply influenced Japanese culture and society, and their legacy remains strong even today. In this issue, we focused on an overview of the Warring States period and its representative generals. Thank you all for watching the video to the end. In the meantime, if you take your time, please click the like button and leave a comment. Stay tuned for the next issue, where we will delve into other aspects of the Warring States period in more detail. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, so you don't miss any new videos. See you in the next video.